Okay, so right away it's evening time, and at the same juncture, I would like to express my views over the interview related topic. And very firstly, the last day I used to familiarize with that same sort of topic. Unfortunately, to the utter dismay, I couldn't express my views quite clearly and precisely on that same sort of topic. Even, you know what, I didn't get even a monos moment to express my views over the interview related topic, and the interview related topic was about Menka Gandhi. Okay, let it be. Without waiting and waiting any moment of time, let's get straight into the topic firstly. Okay, so let me just familiarize you with Menka Gandhi. Menka Gandhi used to work for the animals. She wanted completely to just protect and retain animals from the clutches of the human beings, from the clutches of the hunters, from the clutches of those people who wanted to use the animals for entertaining purposes, for economic purposes, and even for showing purposes, for depicting purposes as well. But let it be. And very firstly, you know what, Menka Gandhi used to work for the animal rights. That was the fact. She just wanted at the wild parks, they should be established in all over the world, especially in India. That's the fact. But let it be. And furthermore, you know what, today I just wanna relate something about this, that I used to take the interview of the Menka Gandhi while just talking to her. Moreover, you know what, I used to read about this same sort of topic from my English language book. That's the fact. And furthermore, right away I just want to express my views over how I took her interview. Furthermore, how I used to ask questions and how I tried my level best to just overcome the shyness and the nervousness which I was facing at that same juncture. Let it be. In addition to, you know what, one day I got in golden. Firstly, you know what, each and everything would be just out of my head, each and everything would be the imagination one. Nothing is real. That is the truth, that is the truth. Okay, let it be. Let's get straight into the interview firstly. Okay, one day, you know what, I was on my driveway to go to the college, and in the midst of the driveway, I caught sight at her, and even I got a golden opportunity to meet her and even to ask some of the questions from her. Unfortunately, to the utter disappointment, to the utter dismay of mine, I didn't get much more opportunity to talk to her for over time, for a prolonged period of time, and consistently. So, in addition to, I used to spend my some moment of time with her, and even she just wanted to talk to me for a little bit, as she was industrious in nature, she was busy in nature. That was the fact. But let it be. And even during the conversation, during our first meeting, I used to seek her, and would say I used to seek the permission from her for just taking an interview from her. And even she allowed me, even she gave me the date, even she gave me the time. And one of her members, one of her servants, used to just entreat me for taking place into the official residence of hers at the correct time. In one sense, he used to entreat me for becoming punctual, for just coming at the correct juncture which she had give me during the first conversation of ours. But let it be. And you know what, eventually the D-Day used to take place. But before that day used to take place, I used to just brood over that how I would tend to be able to ask questions from her. Furthermore, it sent a shiver on my spine. In addition to it, sent a cold chill run on my spine. My heart skipped a beat. That was the fact. You know what? I was just completely fumbling, and my limbs, they were quivering, and I was feeling completely energyless, unenergetic as well. I just tried to come to terms with that catastrophe. I just tried to shrug off the eerie feeling which persisted, but could no eyes but to no avail. Furthermore, you know what? My heart, that was completely clouded by the afraidness. And furthermore, you know what, I couldn't fathom that what was happening with me, as I used to feel like quite much unusual things. And in one sense I used to feel the unusual things. In one sense I used to just feel those things which I didn't try to feel earlier in the olden days. That was the fact. And furthermore, The thing is that I was feeling completely crestfallen, as I was quite much nervous, and so due to that fact, I used to feel completely woe. But let it be. And when the D-Day used to take place, so you know what? I used to just convince myself for gonna up to her official residence, and even for meeting her as well. As firstly, I couldn't skip that moment as well, and even if I could skip that moment, so I would have feel completely crestfallen, afflivo, and terribly despondent than ever. Even I knew well versed that she would be waiting for me, so I couldn't skip that same sort of moment. That was the thing, and moreover, eventually I used to take place into her residence, into her official habitual, and there, before getting into her residence, on the driveway of the official residence, firstly on the driveway, in one sense the fact was that her official residence was quite much long. There was a big building, government building, and furthermore on the driveway there was a big garden, and especially the big garden that was just after the main gate. And so on my driveway, in one sense, that in the garden I was feeling completely thrilling beyond measure. Furthermore, I used to watch out the flowers. There were different sorts of flowers, and you know what? They were completely eye catching, attention catching as well. And in addition to, they were giving me complete pleasure. I was enjoying my life in the quite good manner at the same day. And I saw lilies over there, I saw rose over there, even I saw bushes over there, even I caught sight at the trees. There were sizable and trees stately trees in one sense, the large trees, the tall trees. And furthermore, you know what, there were sizable and innumerable amount of flowers, and furthermore they were just giving the aroma, their good fragrance as well. And that fragrance, that aroma was quite much breathtaking one in one sense. That was pretty awesome, really. I can't express my views in the words that how much awesome the fragrance of flowers was for me. That was a fact. Okay, and even that is the fact. Let it be. And furthermore, I used to just get into the residence, and there, firstly, before getting into the residence, my my each and everything, my identity, that was checked. Even the things which I was carrying along with me, the mobile phone, even Aadhaar card, and some other sorts of things were completely checked over there. And after that, I was allowed to get into the official residence of hers for just taking the interview. And I used to just get into the hall. Firstly, there was a big hall, and even at the very first instance, I caught sight, I just took a glimpse of some of the paintings. The paintings, they were of the oily one. In one sense, they were of the oily paintings. Okay, and they used to contain the animals. Even they used to contain the agony, the pain of the animals. And I could see that some of the animals, they were beaten to death in the picture. On the contrary, some were weeping bitterly, some were sobbing inconsolably due to getting hurt by the people emotionally and physically. And furthermore, I used to just go ahead, I had it. And thereafter I caught sight at some of the bangles over there, and those bangles used to contain the dots, even in one sense the spots of the tigers. And furthermore, I used to go ahead, and I used to watch out the wardrobes, the attires of Menka Gandhi, and they used to contain the pictures of the hunters and people and animals. And furthermore, I could barely sit on the couch. Then she used to take place over there, and she used to greet me. And furthermore, I too used to greet her by saying good morning. And thereafter, she used to just talk me about the animals. Firstly, I just wanted to talk to her about herself, but instead of giving me her own interview, she used to just talk about the animals. She used to give me the interview of animals, as she was a pet lover. She was an animal lover. Furthermore, she just wanted that the peoples, they shouldn't try to just hurt animals emotionally and physically. In addition to, she just wanted that the animals, They are like the human beings, and they too are having their lives, and they too are free for enjoying their life in any manner, in any way. And furthermore, they shouldn't be placed in the cage, and they are free to go anywhere. They are free to feed themselves with any wind, with any delicacy and desert. Furthermore, you know what, the fact is that the animals, they are completely like others. And so according to me, we people should try our level best to just give the lives to animals by not hurting them, by not chastising them, by not completely completely placing them in some other places which are catastrophic for them, which would act like the pitfalls for them. That's the fact. Okay, let it be. Furthermore, I used to ask some of the questions regarding the animals from Menka Gandhi, and she used to give me the colorful account about the incidents, about the plights which used to take place quite earlier, and due to which she was completely crestfallen, affable, and terribly despondent than ever. In addition to, Menka Gandhi used to just relate me about how she used to protect animals from the clutches of people. And furthermore, she used to just tell me about how she used to manage with with a small amount of money. Earlier, she was just having 1000 rupees, that was as a capital, and furthermore, she was just having 25 members. And the moment when I used to take interview from her, so at that same juncture, she was having over 2 lakh people as the members of the organization for just protecting animals, retaining animals. And furthermore, earlier she was having the capital of 1000. But later on, when I used to take her interview, so at that same juncture, she was having the capital of 25 lakh. That was the thing. And furthermore, she used to relate is that I've just taken an initiative, but I just want to go ahead with other sorts of things. I just want to do sizable and innumerable for just protecting the animals, and it's the beginning. And I just want to go quite far, and and even that would be the quite unexpected one for others. And she used to relate us that I just want to motivate and inspire people for retaining and retrieving the lives of the animals from the clutches of the people, from the clutches of the hunters as well. And furthermore, you know what, she used to relate us that earlier in India, there were less hospitals for animals, but now there are considerable and ample hospitals in India, and even in each and every city, there are 2 to 3 hospitals for the animals, and furthermore, there are some of the ambulances for retaining and retrieving the lives of animals. And so that, you know what, we can just retain the lives of animals from the danger of becoming extinct, as if the animals would become extinct. So according to me, the amount of people, the amount of foreigners visiting into India, that would decline up to a certain extent. In one sense, the tourism amount, that would decline up to a certain extent. And according to me, the tourist amount, that would decline up to a certain extent, not the tourism amount. But let it be. So it's pretty good according to me.